So I've just finished watching the Love Island reunion. All I have to say is Huda is a compulsive liar. How are you saying that you felt bullied outside the villa, but when you were in the villa, you didn't feel bullied at all, but you saw clips there that your fans were insinuating you're bullied? Do you not have an opinion for yourself? That's very, very weird. I'm also glad I'm glad Andy clocked her tea talking about, oh, I can't speak on my current relationship because of Netflix. You are not on a Netflix show. Louis Russell may be on a Netflix show, but I doubt he has an NDA or anything that's stopping him from speaking out. He may have said that to her to make her look stupid because it doesn't make any sense. The other people from Perfect Match and all the other shows that Louis has been on, and they've I think, yeah, Perfect Match was the show he's on, and Celebs Gone Dating. They have all talked about their current relationships as well. Even Sandy, who was on Perfect Match, said she's no longer with Louis and all this other stuff. So how come you can't speak on your relationship? You're talking rubbish and you're deflecting as well because you don't want to maybe be labelled as something because you've now jumped into a relationship out of nowhere and it's early days. Her even trying to do racism for racism was weird as well because I'm telling you, your fans are anti-black and they are racially and it's racially charged, everything that they're doing, and they're basically hate criming me. You're telling me behind closed doors, oh, I'll address it. You never do. You're a weirdo for that. Because if you're saying I'm your sister, I'm your friend, all this other stuff, why are you not addressing it to your fan base that barely know you when I know you? Like, you're a weirdo. Then on top of that as well, you're talking about the interview. They talk about the Call Her Daddy podcast as well. We're talking about the interview and you're saying, yeah, everything was just taken out of context and stuff. You're the one that said it. You watered down so much stuff and then tried to make yourself the villain, tried to make yourself this it girl that you aren't an it girl. If you have to be doing that to be an it girl, you're not an it girl. Then if we talk about Taylor as well, Taylor gave that fake ass apology. I know Landria just basically paid it dust as she should because this man is a waste man. You said you're not physically attracted to me. You could have apologized for that properly. You're only apologizing because Andy brought up. And I also, sorry, back to the Netflix thing. Andy was fuming. Andy was fuming when Huda said she can't talk about it because of Netflix. He's like, I bet. And I bet you anything she won't be on Beyond the Villa because of this. I don't think, to be fair, even if she was on Beyond the Villa, I don't think the rest of the PBG and season 6 would want to be on there with her because obviously Louis Russell and Miguel have fallen out and stuff. But I don't think Peacock will be doing anything with her in regards to that, if she's going to be talking like that as well. No accountability, just vibes. The other thing I want to address as well, Coco is dumbing down what she said a bit more to, but, oh, I never said it like that. The person took it out of context. You said what you said on live. You started liking hate comments as well. You know what you're doing. Austin, I agree with what everyone was saying. He should have gone home because over Jeremiah. But at the same time, if the public vote was going to vote them out anyway, what was the reason for all the hate that Ace, Nick, Taylor, Alandria, Sierra, and Shelley got? It doesn't make any sense because they were already going to vote you out anyway. So I'm just saving you maybe a week more of you staying in the villa, but you were going to go home because the public didn't want you there. Like, come on. I also find it very weird how, pardon me, that Amaya obviously has reason as to why she's feeling that type of way with Zach as well. But Brian, we all knew you were a game player. The only thing he did nice with Amaya was just, be like, oh, okay, standing up for that one moment. After that, he was just painted with a silver spoon, like, okay, this is what he's got to do. He's a knight in shining armor and all this other stuff. But he really didn't put any work in to win that first place. It was really Amaya's win, if we're going to be honest. Now we're finding out that they both unfollowed each other. He's limited his comments. They are definitely not together. The same with Iris and Pepe as well. I thought that was going to work. All of a sudden now, they're no longer together. People are saying they both unfollowed each other. It's just like nothing is working. And it's like the only reason why Ace and Shelley went home was because of racism. Like, if we're going to say that, America is racist. We already know that. But like the amount of hate that they were getting as well. And it's true what Ace said. Why is everyone trying to act like I was just the only one voting? There was other people voted as well for him to go off the show. Taylor voted as well. He didn't get much hate. But Ace is now the ringleader because he's showing that he's able to speak up and advocate for himself. And then Austin as well, this is a Trump supporter, so I'm not even putting anything past him. Racially motivated. I don't know if I don't feel like Jeremiah is really not saying he's not in touch with his race and stuff, but maybe he's one of those black people that can be friends with other black people that have different opposing views. I can't do that, sorry. And then on top of that as well, I feel like they should have addressed Austin's racist behaviour in regards to the content he's liking as well, and the anti-blackness in regards to Haitian people as well. But they didn't address that. Maybe because Austin's not a relevant factor as well. Then Austin also talking about, oh, he was going to take, is it Jade her name was? On a boat or a yacht or whatever. Never did that. And that's what I mean. He's very weird as well. He kept blacking out or whatever during the episode. I'm just thinking, why is your attention span so low? But in the villa, you had so much chat for everyone else. Weird. weird vibes. And I wanted them to address also Austin's behavior towards Amaya, because that would have made more sense as well. Because why? Who was he raising his voice to and talking to like that? That's what I mean. The racism was jumping out of him like that time. But yeah, it was really weird. Like when they're asking him certain questions, he's not able to speak up properly, and I'm thinking it's very weird because you're able to say so. Like if it's a TikTok video, you're able to say that. Maybe your attention span was just like 7 minute or 7 second video like Vine or something, because it didn't make any sense. Yeah, sorry, Zach. At back in, I think they said that he was, from what I understand, his flight was delayed or something like that, so he wasn't able to make it to the actual thingy, so he had to do it through Zoom, and I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Nick and Landry, I'm glad they got the love that they deserve, but then it was also kind of weird because Ariana Maddox, her and Katie from Vanderpump Rules were very anti-black the time that Nick and Landria were basically part of the villa and all this other stuff. But then as soon as you see that they're getting a lot of love and stuff, she's now changing her opinion. This is why Ariana Maddox got cheated on by Tom and didn't know, because she's too involved in other people's business rather than figuring out what's going on at home. Every single time involved in someone else's problems when it has nothing to do with you. Very weird vibes. And who else was there? Taylor and Clark. The way Taylor is throwing, obviously this isn't part of the reunion anyway though, but like the way Taylor online has been throwing his financial thing in Clark's face, I don't see that situation lasting, because you can't be saying, oh, you're going to take my stuff back to the Louis store, you're going to be doing all this, whatever. It's weird vibes. Weird vibes. I do hope, or I feel like Ace and Shelley will definitely be official at some point as well in the future, and same with Nicolandria and Alandria and Nick. Huda just seems very bitter as well. That I feel like she's 100% envious of, like, she's putting Botox in her face. I'm not trying to body shame anyone at all, but I mean, like, she's trying to look a certain way that black people look like in general without getting work done. And then she's upset at, I don't know if it was the results or stuff. I don't know why she mentioned that she did Botox. She's a very young woman. She don't need Botox at all, but she's getting all this work done as well. And so very weird. And then that was it as well, sorry. They're getting a lot of love. Obviously, Huda has the bigger fan base in regards to, like, the individual person and stuff. But she's not getting a lot of public attention in regards to the media and stuff. So I feel like maybe that's another reason. Not saying it justifies it all, but she's definitely upset that she didn't leave their other partner for life. The person that she's with now is playing in her face. And Nick and Andrea are gonna not run the world, but like they're definitely up there in regards to like where they want to go, the beliefs they have, the foundation that they built. Compared to Huda, she's still trying to find herself, and you're finding yourself with cloud chasers, which is crazy. And that's what I mean. Talk about, oh, I couldn't address it online. I was going to address it behind closed doors, but when it came to you and Louis and some BS that happened online in regards to like some mix up on the stream, you were able to quickly jump on there and address it. But the racism you couldn't address. That's what I mean with certain POC people, where they want solidarity, but it's not all the way around, because they're showing you love, Alandria and Shelley. But then when you are now, when it's time for you to reciprocate the love outside, you don't want to. You're being weird, but yeah.